right now out in the country is maybe the most vast reserve of potential energy that I can recall seeing, maybe since, and I was very young, and so I probably don't have a great understanding of it, but as the Vietnam War was winding down, there was a feeling in the country, a vast potential energy of a new way to move forward. And I'm seeing a lot of that now, and I'm seeing the urgings of a party. The issue that I'm seeing is to convert that potential energy into kinetic energy is going to dissipate out into the atmosphere if it doesn't have a focus, if it doesn't have a parabolic way of creating heat and light, because it's not enough to say, you've got to go to these town halls and stand up and yell. Like, that's not where people's thirst is.
That's right.
They want to convert that potential energy to kinetic energy to start. They want to start understanding that the politician that wants to lead them knows what's wrong with the system that they're seeking to fix.
Yes.
And I have not seen a great deal of that. And isn't that job one that will help be the stepping stone for all those other things that you talk about that are so necessary, right? Everything you're talking about is necessary to create a sustained movement of change in that direction.
Yes. The short answer is yes.
But it's, have we missed that? Oh, you know what we forgot to do is build the front steps.
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, this is a rebuilding process right now. And part of the reason I ran is not just as a result of the last election cycle, John. I have seen over 20 some odd years negligence on the part of the Democratic Party. But let's just take how we campaign as an example, right? To put the messaging stuff aside for a second. We show up 3 months before an election and have the first conversation with voters, right? And usually that first conversation is, hey, we need you to do something for our party. We need you to vote for us, right? So it's a very transactional relationship. Then again, they don't see us for 2 more years. Same time we come around, we have the same conversation, repeat. And suddenly people start saying, well, holy shit, the only time I see that Ken guy is when he needs something for me, right? He doesn't really seem to be invested in me, my community, my life. And so you start to lose trust, right? The second piece of this, by the way, is delivering, which is we get into power. We make these promises. Hey, vote for Democrats. We're going to actually make a difference in your community. We get into power, and then we don't deliver on those promises, right? In a real way that actually moves forward.